Hi, 2 cups of coffee, please. Hi guys, I'm Nipun and I'm the Director for Brand Strategy for Vivo India. I welcome you all to the launch of our newest, coolest, and may I say, the most loaded product ever in the Vivo Z series portfolio. For all those who don't know what the Vivo Z series is, it's our special series, exclusively curated for the youth of today. That's the Gen Z, hence the name, the Z series. A cool unconventional phone deserves an unconventional launch. So, as you can see today, there's no stage, there's no MC, and no formal presentation. Let's get ready to do this launch over a hot cup of coffee. And like all chat shows, we too have a guest. Our guest is someone whose tech reviews you all look forward to. We debuted the Z series a couple of months back with a clear focus to offer something very unique to you, something which is mind-blowing and something which is amazing, and all of this packaged in a very aggressive price point. Thus came the Z1 Pro, and as anticipated, we went out of stock, thanks to you, in no time. Not once, not twice, but every single time we announced the sale, we were out of stock. Thank you for all your love and support. What's next? Next is the Z1 X. And this edition of X represents bigger, better, and a clear upgrade from the Z1 Pro. If there's one thing I know you guys don't like, it's suspense. So let's get the ball rolling and have a look at this fully loaded phone. The man I'm now going to introduce to you goes by many names. Some of you call him the gadget guru. For some of you, he's the cell phone expert. And for some of you, he's the one go-to man for all things tech. My guest for today is Rajiv Makhni.
Okay, Nipun, thank you for the coffee, but more importantly, thank you for that very interesting introduction. You know, as we were talking about the whole thing, I was thinking, how much have I done? You've really made me feel my age today.
Come on, Rajiv. Age is just a number. You know that.
I know. Age is just a number, just the problem is how big is that number? Okay, Nipun, thank you so much for having me over. And hi, guys. Very exciting time in the phone industry with consumers constantly asking me what to buy. In fact, Nipun, it's my entire life. But there's a reason for it. If ever there was a confusing time for tech consumers, 2019 is that time. The consumer of today wants a phone that has literally everything. So, flagship phone, all specs, all features, but at 1/3 the cost. The consumer's becoming demanding and the manufacturers, thank God, are becoming smart. You know, I mean, Nipun, you've been in the industry for years. Do you remember where just something simple like a fingerprint scanner or a 32 megapixel selfie camera or even a phone with a massive battery was almost unheard of? Just for very few people, flagship level, and used to cost a bomb.
Yeah, in fact, Rajiv, that puts me back to 2018 when we launched the Vivo Nex. It had so many innovations and people said, this is a concept phone. Can it ever be made into mass production? Possibly not.
You know, I remember that at that time. I was like, too futuristic, way before its time. Kya ho raha hai? Right?
Yeah, but you know, that's the endeavor at Vivo. How can we bring all the innovations which the consumers can't even think of, package them into one device and just launch it in the market?
Right. See, Nipun, this is the problem. I give you 20 seconds and you make it into a full sales pitch. But you know, he's actually right. Vivo has certainly dazzled the tech industry with some amazing phones just in the past 2 years. The Nex, the Apex, the Nex dual display, the V15, the Z1 Pro, and now the Z1 X.
Yeah, so it looks like you're doing the sales pitch now, Rajiv.
So Nipun, you know, I've been actually using the Z1 X for about 7 days now, and I have to confess, I started off with a great amount of doubt. It's when you told me that the Z1 X is going to be the big brother of who? The Z1 Pro. I mean, those are big, massive shoes to fill. Now, Z1 Pro, massive hit with the gaming community, huge hit with the Gen Z, great specs, great price.
Yes.
But I'm here to tell you, and this is my job, with the Z1 X, I was very pleasantly surprised. This turned out to be a fantastic experience, and Nipun, I think you have another winner here.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the phone. And you know, we do like so many innovations with the Z1 X also. There are innovations all packed inside the phone. So why wait any longer?
Right.
Let's have the phone.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, now that was subtle. But I'll tell you what, let's unbox it because I'm really wanting to get into all the features. So first of all, very nicely packaged. In fact, I love the box itself. Then, interestingly, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, the fact that you've given the cover inside it already. Here, of course, is the phone, but I'll get to the phone in a while. But I'll tell you what I really liked, okay? The fact that you actually give the headphones in the box. So many companies now don't do it. And then I'm going to come to this, the charger part of it. Believe me, this is a big one. But let's get down to the phone first. I mean, that's what we're really here for, right? And there it is, your Z1X. I have to say, I'm going through a lot of deja vu right now because just 7 days back, I unboxed it for myself. And here we are again. At that time also, the minute I got this out of the plastic stuff, I was like, wow, here you go. The phone that you're about to launch.
So here we have it, the fully loaded Z1X. But before Rajiv, we go into the deeper specifications, I want to know, which is your favorite feature?
Oh, you're pinning me down to one? Actually, it's very easy, okay? So, I have to say it's the Type-C Vivo flash charger. You know, I'm always on the move and I sometimes don't have time that, you know, I'm doing something and I can actually charge it. So first and foremost, fantastic, it's got a great massive battery. But then, at times when I do have something where I'm running out of battery, just the fact that the flash charger can give me, you know, in minutes it can give me hours of charging time and also of the fact that I can have talk time of that kind. I think that has got to be the biggest feature on it. But let's get the show on the road. Let's see what else we have out here, right? You know, I have to say one thing, Nipun. You guys really go into some serious details. I'll give you an example. So, take a look at this cover. Now, the fact that it's already in the box is such a great thing to do because what happens is the new phone comes out, it's custom made for this phone. I can't buy it off the market and I want protection right away. So what do? You put it in this and also a great high quality cover, not one of those cheap gimmicky ones. So that's what I think is really attention to detail.
So in fact, Rajiv, that's always our endeavor, to keep the consumer at the heart of everything and from there see what all are his requirements and accordingly meet those requirements. I'll give you another example. Now, let's look at this charger. This is a 22.5 watt Vivo FlashCharge packaged in the box.
You know, in fact, I think that's the game changer. Let's talk a little bit about this charger.
So this charger is the Vivo FlashCharge charger, which is a 22.5 watt charger, number one. Second, it charges a 4500 mAh battery. So that's the key. The Z1X comes with 4500 mAh battery.
So, you know, that's really cool. Imagine 4500 mAh in this phone and it's such a slim phone. So that in itself, I think, is very cool. So, you know, another part I really liked was the screen. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Rajiv. So this Z1X comes with a beautiful, vivid Super AMOLED screen, which is 6.38 inches edged. Promising you don't miss any action and you don't miss any of the real estate. Number one. Second, a lot of people these days are worried about the protection, the durability. So I want to tell all our viewers that this comes with the short sensation protection, which means whether it is wear resistance or scratch resistance, the phone is all set.
And let's not forget the in-display fingerprint scanner unlocks the phone in less than half a second. And for everyone who didn't know, Vivo was the first company to introduce the in-display tech in smartphones way back in 2018, right?
In fact, I believe you've been following our every move very closely.
So listen, you introduced me as the cell guru. Got to live up to reputation, right?
True that. Also, Rajiv, when you were using the phone and there were long intensive hours, how was your experience on the screen?
So I think I know what you're talking about. That was very startling. You're talking about the anti-flicker option, right?
Yes. I'm talking about the anti-flicker option. And with the help of this option, I want to tell all of you, you can enjoy long hours on your phone without straining your eyes. So what it does, when the feature is turned on, and I'll just show you how the feature is turned on. You go to the settings, you go to the display, and here you have the option.
Correct.
So with this option, what it does is the screen of your Z1X stops flickering and viewing the screen becomes much less strenuous on your eyes.
You're absolutely right. Certainly helps during late night binge watching and PUBG tournaments. Oh, and let's not forget the Widevine L1 certification for seamless streaming plus the dark mode for night viewing.
I think there's someone on the table who's binge watching.
You know, all secrets come out, right? Okay, but Nipun, let's talk about the one feature the entire world resonates with when the term, your brand name Vivo is taken. The optics and the camera.
So rather than me talking about the camera, why don't you do the honor?
Acha, okay, so now you're throwing me in front of the train. But it's actually a good thing to do. Now we know how much Gen Z loves to document every moment and every memory. All of you do, in fact. And for that, they need a camera that isn't perfect, but even further makes everything look perfect. That's, I think, the important one. Now, thanks to this massive 48 megapixel sensor on this, you guys can be rest assured that you'll get detailed images with every single click. As I've already told all of you, I've had the Z1X with me for the last 7 days. I had a lot of fun with it, especially the 48 megapixel fully loaded camera really makes a big difference. Let me show you some of the things I actually shot. Just take a look at some of the pictures I've got. Look at the HDR mode. Look at some of the options that I've actually chosen. Now, this is a very, very challenging picture to take, but look, it's come out really, really well. In fact, take a look.
You have the HDR on and the off?
Yes, absolutely. That's how it really worked well for me.
These pictures look fantastic, Rajiv. Why don't we try a few more of the Z1X, triple rear camera modes?
Okay, so
the first one I think I want to try is the portrait effect.
Okay.
Why don't you pose?
So be careful, huh? I have only two good sides, the left and the right. So you take the right one.
So I'm using the bokeh and I'm just blurring out the background.
Okay.
And yeah. So Rajiv, look at this picture. In fact, it's not just this. After clicking the picture also, I can adjust the level of bokeh. I can go up, I can go down.
So you can change the focal point?
Yes.
Oh, this
not just pre-clicking, but even post-clicking.
Okay, this I didn't try. Show me how. Okay. Oh, nice. So you're just sliding it up and down. Oh, yeah. Nice. Now I'll show you something else I did. Just take a look at this, okay? So I took these pictures with this option that you have of super night mode,
yes.
Right? So just look again, almost in complete darkness out there, and see, look at the results.
Yeah. The rear camera is, of course, you've tried it and I have tried it and I think it looks wonderful. How about the front camera? Rajiv, why don't you show me and show everyone what is your selfie game like?
Oh, my selfie game is really good. I know all the rules. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let's try this out. Okay, we'll do 2 or 3 different things. Okay, first, plain and simple. Let's just switch to front camera. Okay, plain and simple. Okay. Now I'm just going to use a little. Both you and I don't need any beauty mode, but thoda sa kar lete hain. You never know who we may be sharing this with there. Okay. And now this is the part that I really like. I'm going to go into portrait mode for this, and there's only one reason why I'm doing it, Nipun, that you get actually faded out in the background. There, see, I'm in focus. You're faded out. So pretty cool. But that's not all. Some of the other things I tried out that I thought were very impressive. One, super wide angle. So 120 degrees, literally you can fit in anything you like using that. The second one, live mode. Live picture mode actually brings pictures to life. And that's literally the name you've also given. But I'll tell you my favorite coming from this business that I'm in. 4K video. Now this is one part that I always try out. All companies claim the camera can do 4K, but only few can really pull it off well, and this one really does.
Thank you. Thank you on the camera part. Well, we all know that all the Vivo Z series devices offer the best-in-class performance capabilities, and the Z1X is certainly no exception. The Z1X comes with the Snapdragon AI 712 chipset built on the 10 nanometer structure.
Oh, you don't have to tell me about it. I love this chipset. Now, this is a real beauty, a total rocket. This latest chipset was first seen on your Z1 Pro and it caught everyone's attention. Certainly a very powerful processor capable of some very serious multitasking, and of course, we know gaming capabilities, coupled with a 10 nanometer. This, what this does? A lot of people keep asking me, what is the 10 nm and what is it? Really helps you with your optimal battery use. It gives you great power, great performance, but doesn't use up that much battery.
And who requires the maximum battery and the maximum power? It's the gamers. So all those gamers out there, I can tell you, you don't risk any kind of lag in the Snapdragon 712 chipset, which has an artificial intelligence engine also built into it. So it gives you unmatched performance. And why should you take our word for it? Let's look at some numbers.
Okay, and that's not all. The Z1X comes with Vivo's multi-turbo and game mode feature that brings mobile gaming, actually takes it to the next level, I think.
Yeah, so there are 2 additional features which really take it to the next level, as you said. One is the Net Turbo. What does the Net Turbo do? It accelerates the network. And the second is the Center Turbo processor. What does that do? It optimizes the CPU and the memory resources so that you get the best gaming experience because your CPU is adequately optimized.
So I'm going to show you some of the other things that I really liked when I was actually playing games. In fact, I'm going to go to PUBG. The first one is the 4D vibration. Really feels like you're in the middle of the action and it comes through. The second is the sound localization. Now that I'm going to leave to you to experience on your own. But I'm going to show you what I did with PUBG. So really, I mean, look at the performance that I'm getting out of it, and I'm so precise now.
Yes, and absolutely lag-free.
Totally. And you know the good part, right? I mean, if I put it into do not disturb mode, that means exactly what it means. No disturbance, I can carry on playing gaming and gaming and gaming.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see two things actually. One, you're very good at PUBG.
Right.
And second, someone's been really gaming for the last 7 days.
You know, like I said, all secrets come out. Guilty as charged.
Also, I think you've already touched upon PUBG, so I want to tell all the PUBG lovers out there that Z1X is the official smartphone of PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Season 2019. Another testimonial towards the performance capabilities of this device.
So you may not realize how big a deal it is, what bragging rights these are. I mean, who better to talk about gaming capabilities of a device than the PUBG folk? I mean, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.
Of course. So guys, let's take a rundown of all the features that you've heard about the Z1X. The Z1X comes with ultimate power.
Well, ultimate appearance.
Ultimate photography.
And ultimate speed, right?
So it's a fully loaded ultimate phone.
So, you know, Nipun, here's where I'm getting into a little bit of trouble. So I'm supposed to be very neutral because I have to keep the credibility that I've got. But I'm really blown away by the performance of this. I've said this before, I'll say it again. The Z1X takes the benchmark set by the Z1 Pro, and I love that phone. And this one takes it to even newer heights. This is a brilliant phone, powerful, fully loaded. But now to answer the big question, you know, that's what everybody's here for, including me. How much is the Z1X? Oh, okay.
Bye, Rajiv. Just like everyone, Rajiv will also have to wait for the price. Well, guys, I hope you like all that you've seen. Now let's reveal the variants and the most important, price. The Z1X is available in two exciting young colors, Fusion Blue and Phantom Purple. Aren't the names also exciting? And the memory variants, there are two memory variants of the Vivo Z1X, the 6 plus 64 and the 6 plus 128. The two variants are available at exciting, unbelievable prices. The prices are 16,990, yes, 16,990 for the 6 plus 64 GB and 18,990 for the 6 plus 128 GB. And if this wasn't enough, I'll also give you two more offers for HDFC customers and the Jio customers. Enjoy Rs 1250 off on HDFC debit and credit card EMI transactions. The Jio customers, you get benefits worth Rs 6,000. The phone has been unboxed, the features have been shown, and the price revealed. It's time for the last piece of the puzzle, availability. The sale starts from 13 September at 12 noon on Flipkart and Vivo.com. Yes, mark your calendar, 13/9/2019, 12 noon onwards. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the fully loaded launch of the Vivo Z1X. Thank you very much for joining us. Love India, love Vivo.
Na 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 na.